this way.
And we are live. What's up, everybody? Here we are. Let me see. I'm gonna put up a banner. How's everybody doing out there? I'm gonna let people get into the chat real quick. Mike P, Jesse Ray, C Walk, Big Los. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling?
Doing well. I'll go first, man. Coming off a great virtual fight tour, production wise.
What's up, everybody?
Good.
Here we are. I'm doing. I hear myself. All right.
My bad.
I never get tired of hearing myself. Yes. But yeah, no. It was real smooth, real good. We got people starting to come in. Hey, everybody, drop a chat. Tell us how you thought the virtual fight tour 8 went. Because we're about to go into depth and talk about everything that happened in it.
Yeah, it was a good vibe from the beginning. We was real relaxed. This one, so I guess the more we do, the more comfortable we have gotten. And it's working. And we even tried something new this one with the
instant replay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was dope. Angel said the energy in the building was crazy. That was a different feel there. Yeah, they had people actually in the building cheering. The West Coast
fans type thing.
Yeah,
fans, spectators.
Dumb Loud came with 20 people, man, and
Dumb Loud came with 20 people.
20 people, man,
from Cali.
Yeah, and they changed that match, man.
Yeah, I think I mentioned something. I was like, man, like, is there that many? Is there that many people there for them? Because when they fought, you could hear the difference.
You heard them.
Oh, absolutely,
it was clear, and you could see it was pumping Q and Eliza up, like they was bumping them up, like they were like, yo, no, yeah. That's why I made the thumbnail for our podcast today was the Spirit Bomb Goku, and I had Q's face on there. Because he was up there getting the energy from everybody, like, yo, no, I'm getting this energy up here.
Yeah, wonderful. I got a clip where I just turned and I was holding my camera because they were so loud. I just focused it on them. They was going crazy, man. Like West Coast pride was in the
That's
building.
Cali right there, boy.
Yeah, they came strong, man. It was dope. I also like watching some of Q's stuff behind the scenes while he was doing stuff, and just seeing like just what they were doing in New York, having a good atmosphere. I mean, just experiencing the whole thing about being in New York, being in Times Square and going and being in Washington Square and all this other stuff. I was like, all right, yeah, he's having a good time. They made this an event.
Yeah, man. I of course I couldn't say my picks, but I felt something about them underdogs coming in, man. I really did.
Yeah. It was the only thing I had never saw like Q and Eliza fight. So, but I've seen KTOC fight, and there was times I've seen them underperform. So I wasn't sure what's going to actually happen in this match. It was kind of just like,
I'll say this though. Shout out to Sean. His game planning was off the hook. We did the coin toss. We didn't do it on camera. We did it before the event.
Mm-hmm.
We knew. And the pick was boy, girl, boy.
Yeah.
And that's what they wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they sat back and was like, all right, yeah, and they identified like, I'm gonna make Drew fight back to back, which was interesting because Drew was hesitant in the first round. She was kind of just relaxed. She wasn't really using her leg or things like that. And then in the second round, she picked that leg up, and it was more aggressive. Yeah. And so that was interesting. But that was also interesting to see how they were going to go back to back like that. Who was going to pick and what they thought their best strategy was to win. So yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, no, I think they like being the underdog as well. I had mentioned that I think prior that they like being the underdog, and then I think like you said, having that crowd there because it was pretty close till the end, and then Q landed something crazy, and then all of a sudden that's kind of where they ran away with it at the end.
Yeah, I think because I think it was 10-10 going in the final match.
It was.
Yeah, it was 10-10 going into the final match, and
Q bounced off the cage
with the hand. Boop, back. Yeah.
And they all went crazy.
Yeah.
I said, man, I wish we would have jumped on that. That was crazy.
Yeah, because actually people had sent Chris some messages, right? Like asking, like, "Yo,
Yeah.
is he supposed to get the extra point for that because he's coming off?" So people were asking that question, like, yeah, he technically came off the cage, and he's supposed to get that. And then same thing for Jamal too, because Jamal had moved the angle and hit a couple angles, and then bounced and came off.
Pushed off to the 360.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rules, you got to be airborne. You got to be airborne. Well,
they had jumped
Jamal
a little
did
bit.
something crazy too. He did the straightaway angle, like he was squared up, spent around, and then threw like a reverse.
Yeah, he was being Jamal at that point. That's exactly what he was being at that point. He was moving like doing all this other stuff.
Well, I think my favorite fight was Q fight. He brought the most energy. Like he got the whole event jumping.
Yeah.
If you say fight of the night, for me,
I'm trying to think. Who would I say would Chris? Who was your fight of the night? Mike, who was your fight of the night? I'm trying to think of who would I say the fight of the night was.
Yeah, it was tough because all the fights were good, man. I'm telling you, the Jamal and Ramani fight.
Was really good. Brandon and Brian kind of lived up to the hype a little. You know what I mean? Like it and then Q and John at the for the finals.
I think the whole show is dope. The second half of the fight, of the team fight,
right?
So that Drew fight, because Drew in the second round was down. That Demlouse was down 6. I mean, I was up 6-4, and Drew turned around and won that second round 6-4, and it was just a tied match at 10-10 going into the final round. And then it was 7-5 Q. He won the last one. So like to me, it was almost like an explosion of points at that point, because the first 2 rounds was 3-2. And then it just went bang, 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 bang. It was like, oh, all right, here we go.
Yeah, didn't Q land that nice little hook kick on his head too? He got him with like a nice little angle hook, like he threw something, then faded and just popped him as well after that punch. He got on a little roll. He got hyped.
Because he started looking at the crowd too. Look at the crowd. Like, oh,
body language changed.
Exactly.
Start going in. But all the fights was pretty close. It was drama. There was a lot of drama in this one, and I was all for it, man. I was happy about it.
Yeah, I do love the aspect of it. So I'm assuming in the future we're going to continue having people in the building.
With New York, we got the green light, so we going with it. I just haven't holding it that hard, Still trying to be a little safe.
Well, but I mean, that's just what's the capacity of it, so people know that, like, hey, look. Because like when that happens, we're gonna, people gonna want to come in and buy tickets, but like, hey, look, if there's only 50 tickets, then guess what? Y'all better get it soon because it's gonna be gone.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do like a reservation thing, but that place could hold some. I gotta be careful because I still want the fighters to have like some warm up space. Yeah. So I would say between 50, 75. You just gotta spread it out.
Yeah.
When they do the kickboxing in there, they be like 100.
And you said the dumbbells at 20, so they had like 33% of the room.
Right.
So,
man.
25 at least, So.
Yeah, that was a good thing. What y'all think about the girls, Peyton and
Alexa?
Close fight. That was a close fight to that last kick at the end. That could have went either way.
Exactly.
It goes back to the 3 rounds, man.
Well, that's one thing. I think a lot of people. I think Justice scared the heck out of a lot of people. I swear. I think Justice's fight scared a lot of people, because this one, a lot of people took that first round, was like, all right, I'm not going to really push. Because we've seen in the past a lot of times that first round, people are going, like, you think about Java and Yaskar. Yeah, they were going from
go.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because I think almost with the exception of this, maybe the Drew and Eliza fight, every woman fight that we've had, they use the ring more than men.
That's a fact.
Like they angle and move, and we're faking it. And this one was interesting because what I was really interested about was Alexa and how much you see the influence of Gina.
Oh my God,
on her.
Talk about that.
Like it's evident. It's like wow. It's like that's a young Gina. Like, but who doesn't?
Yes.
Gina used to kick a lot more when she was younger. So I was wondering, and Alexa can kick. So I was sitting there like, I want you to use that leg. I know, don't be reckless with it because you got 3 rounds, but I want to see her use her leg a little bit more. But yeah, and I thought Peyton seemed like a vet. You know what I mean? Like a young vet in there. Like she was really composed about it, and like I just understand what's about to happen. I feel like I understand what's going on.
So you come off the quarantine, right? A couple of them been hitting some, like y'all said, Peyton hit more Florida events. Alexa hit like
Kentucky, Tennessee.
Yeah.
But one of them, she had like one, you know, 2 fight, and then it was 3 girls, 2 fight, and then 1 wait for the winner.
Yeah.
So to get in there and with somebody that been, you know, rocking this whole quarantine and do 3 rounds.
Yeah. But you know what's interesting about that fight? When I look back at their the tail of the tape, they're both 19. They weigh about the same. And I looked at it from the standpoint that these 2 young ladies could develop like see each other a lot. Like they may see each other at these different tournaments more and more. So getting used to these, that's going to be the person that they have to, you know, climb that ladder and like, oh no, I'm better. And maybe they can push each other to get better. Right. So it's going to be real interesting. I'm interested in seeing those 2 fight more.
Yeah. So we got a lot of stories to get with, and you know, for the ladies.
Yeah.
But still got Emma in the mix.
The young lady down in Texas.
No, from Next Level, from my team.
No.
We talk about her, but yeah,
like the young lady down in Texas.
Alyssa.
Okay, wait. All right. Y'all about to kill me. You got Alexa, we got Alyssa, and we got Eliza.
Right.
Y'all killing me. All right. It's like the 80s and 90s where everybody was Chris or Mike.
Facts. We got Brianna.
Yeah.
We got the Keith's girl.
Teresa.
Mm-hmm.
We got Melanie.
Yeah.
So we got we're gonna add some new ones in there. So we're gonna start building some stories and let people work their way back. And if you're on the top, let's fight it out and see who's the top dog.
Yeah, we're gonna see. I think it's gonna be interesting, especially once you start getting more of the ladies to fight each other who have won or had good showings and stuff like that. I think it's going to turn into something really special. Watching these young ladies and Audrey. Yep, Audrey. Angel said Audrey.
I think Melanie and Brianna will be a good matchup. Work on that one, Jess. Let's go, Jess.
You know what, man? I'm out to both of them, man. You blowing it up.
I'm just thinking to myself like that would be a good matchup right there.
What'd you say?
So Tyson and Jason, I was like, yo, I told you this already.
No, I put 2 and 2 together. I said he's like, oh, it's gonna be crazy. One of the fights that people talk about. I was like, it's 2 fights that a lot of people talk about that hasn't happened yet,
and one's not gonna happen right now.
I don't think one's gonna happen right now. So yeah, it's gonna be that. Oh, Hope versus Alexa.
Oh, Hope is in there too.
Yeah, Hope.
Dang, Rashad.
Yeah. Need some shoes, Rashad. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna send you some shoes.
Don't be talking about it, just do it.
Hey man, I know. I've been saying that for the
who
past couple months.
Who would y'all want to see Morgan against if Morgan was dancing?
You said who?
Yeah. Oh man, crickets. All right, you can go. What about from Europe? I like
who
like
Morgan?
No, you know who I want to see? Who I really want to see? Huh?
I like the girl Henrietta Nagy. She beat Chelsea.
Yeah.
She's from
the girl from Ireland or something.
She's from Corrales. From Corrales.
Yeah.
The fight I would like to see.
You would probably have to bring somebody from over there for her.
Yeah, you would unless. One of the people I want to see is Katana versus Lily when Canada opens up.
Yeah.
I want to see that one.
I think I want to see Katana versus Morgan. I keep getting messages for that.
You're gonna keep getting messages about that one. I wouldn't want to see that right now.
I mean, sometimes you gotta do it just to quiet the crowd.
It's true.
That's facts.
True.
Yeah.
What's the other young lady from K-Top?
Oh, everybody quiet on that.
Oh,
Kayla.
Faith versus Kayla.
Who?
Faith. Vera.
Yeah, Faith ain't rocking no more, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's out the game right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Breaking news.
Yeah, fortunately.
But yeah, I would have liked to see that. Yeah, Kayla versus Faith. But wouldn't mind seeing Kayla in the ring. Like to me, I'll say this: the reason why I don't want to see, I think I'm not gonna say I wouldn't want to see Morgan in there, but I just look at it from the standpoint of with 3 rounds and Morgan making adjustments. That's just tough for anybody at that point. Like, it's just a tough ask, man. It's like, yo,
Morgan versus John Cortello.
Hey, I'm with it.
Where shots out?
Paulo.
Yeah. Elise, yeah. I like to see Elise fight when she.
Yeah, some of the European.
I want to see Paula versus Alyssa.
Listen, if you want to fight Morgan, hit me up, reach out, and let's see if that's something that will be a good matchup.
Travis, press the button. Travis, press the button.
I got nothing hooked up right now.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to smoke, reach out and throw your name in the pot.
That's the question. That's the question.
Who wants that?
Who wants it?
If you were Katana, would you want to fight Morgan? I think she should want to fight her, right?
She should.
Because you want to. He said she should.
I mean, I'm not gonna say. I don't know Katana as that well, so I'm not. I can't speak to her about that. What she wants.
You gotta to get the throne. You gotta dethrone him, right?
Yeah,
100%. That's what you gotta want. Everybody should want that.
Which way? What is better than dethroning somebody in a 3-round match?
Hey, somebody need to get Jesse one of them little flags, like the little flag like that, and then spike his hair up. Jesse got the Don King working right now. He trying to coast her into this match. Come on, sign the contract. Come on, sign this contract. Let's go. Come on.
Morgan, yeah, that's crazy, right? Morgan, I'm not volunteering you. I'm just,
Yeah, you didn't even talk to Morgan yet. Who wants to fight Morgan? Somebody call her out, please. Like, come on, man.
Are those girls even in the same weight class? Curiosity.
See, that's something I would look at too. It's just like the weight class. Like, you mean, like,
all right, look.
But we do we open weight in the virtual fight too.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this, man. Like, people could be in her weight class. Some people may not be in her weight class for a certain reason. This is what it is.
Wow. Oh, you think they duck and wreck? He got the Kermit the Frog.
I can't say that. I'll just say some people may not want it.
No, I think that's what he's saying, Jess. I think he's saying that people just ducking it. Like, you know what I mean? But I don't think that's the case. I think fighters just want the opportunity.
Who's given her a good matchup recently? I mean, has there anybody that's been giving her even a match that like would deserve to fight her?
I think if this was last year, I think somebody would have thrown Kayla's name in there. They would have thrown Kayla's name in there because in team fights, she beat Morgan in team fights, and then the next day Morgan came back and beat her in individuals.
Yep.
And I think open weight too. I'm not sure though. Cause that we were in Chicago that weekend, and people started to talk. Oh, Kayla, and it was like okay, and it kind of motivated and focused Morgan. So,
but I think when I look at this and I analyze it, I always take into account it is point fighting, but the 3 rounds,
it's hard.
And the ability to hit a little bit harder, as long as it's nice and clean and not in a disrespectful type manner.
Mike, Morgan don't hit that hard, Mike. Morgan don't hit that hard.
She don't
hit that hard.
I don't know.
Ain't nobody ducking nothing.
They
just ain't signed a contract yet.
I don't know, man.
Come on, Jess. Jess, I'm with you, Jess.
People in the face, man. Woo.
Word up. Kitana had an exciting fight.
They did.
Yeah.
And Kitana, I think what motivated Morgan, because Kitana was up, is she started celebrating after round 1. And, Morgan came out.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think Kitana has the best shot of pretty much anyone out there to dethrone her. It's a question of how bad she wants it. What is she willing to go through to get to that next level? Because like you can hit it and you're like, oh, I'm right there, and you keep hitting that brick wall and you still haven't gotten there. And some people will pull back from it. So it really depends. Once we come out of the pandemic and we see everything and see how hungry people are. So, but
now you kind of coming to the point where you feel Kitana could actually.
I've always thought that Kitana had the ability to. It's the question is how hard she's going to work, and is she going to have to suffer through the losses to keep and stay focused to get to that next level. The same way Morgan had to continuously lose to Chelsea before she broke through, and they started going back. And Morgan started winning a little bit, and then they started going back and forth, and then Morgan started winning a little bit more, and then Chelsea got stepped away. So
here's my question: is
hold on,
out of all these females that are looking to dethrone Morgan, how do we actually go back and watch tapes of her and Chelsea and look at some of the things that Chelsea may have done, and then some of the things that Chelsea wasn't doing when Morgan made the adjustments and things like that? Like that would be some of the commitment that they would have to make if they want to get to that level, right?
Probably. I couldn't tell you. I've never had a conversation or talked to these young ladies. What were you saying, Jess?
So did Chelsea step away because of Morgan? I sound like you was insinuating that.
This guy.
He's getting good. Man, this guy.
I'm telling you, get this dude a flag.
He's
a flag.
You want to know why Chelsea walked away?
No, because I did listen to the podcast with Chelsea.
With Alex and Jeff, right?
But I didn't hear that.
You didn't hear what?
I didn't hear Morgan. I thought it was.
I cannot say because of she never told me that. Chelsea never told me that. I never heard from like that why she walked. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what was going on. I mean, I put together certain things, but I have no proof of what and I'm biased, so it is what it is. But
so Morgan retired her.
The injury retired her. Now, the frequency at which she fought, I don't know.
I was thinking it was a couple of those overseas losses.
That wouldn't explain why when Morgan went to Canada in her backyard and she didn't fight.
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you trying to get Chelsea back? Is that what you're trying to do, Jesse? Is this your ploy?
No.
First off, that would be a huge fight. You get Chelsea to come back out and fight.
Then
I would love to see that.
How huge?
Then you'd be Don. Then you'd be like Don King.
Honestly, I think that would probably That would probably be the biggest fight. That probably would be the biggest fight you could make. Out of every men, women, everything, that would probably be the biggest fight you could make.
I'm gonna need it. We gotta start a GoFundMe for that then.
Oh man!
Everybody chip in. Let's go.
Just cash at me.
Yeah.
So
Listen, put that in the chat, man. If y'all want to see Chelsea come back and you willing to donate, help me work on that. We got to give her like a 6-month window to get right though.
Yeah. No, she
hit some locals,
She would. But I mean, that's a commitment. She's moved on. So I honestly don't think that it'll happen. I think she's fallen out of love with the sport, but she's been away from it long enough. She might have fallen back in love with it, but I think she's been away from it long enough that she's not necessarily looking to do that. So,
Travis, you came out of retirement and you was done. You went to a Worlds,
right?
I had something I needed to do. I had some aggression. I needed to beat some people up. I needed to hit some people. So that's why I came out of retirement. Then I was like, all right, I'm done. I have a goal. I need to reset myself to where I need to know who I am. But
came out of retirement. Like, if you love it, sometimes you get that itch. Mike P came out of retirement.
True.
I'm at Ocean State. He looked at me like, yo, you not fighting? I'm like, dang, you still on that type of time?
Get out of here.
Always.
Oh, hilarious. Hey, talking about that, do you have someone for Avery yet? Because it seems like you're talking about Morgan, but you might even have that problem right now with Avery. Am I correct?
I got somebody for Avery.
See, that's Mike. I already knew that because he ain't say Avery name at all.
Yeah,
exactly. He like, wait a minute, let me get the other one. How can I get the other one set up? I already got that's locked in.
Yeah, I was gonna start saying you might want to hit up Trevor since we're talking about Chelsea. Let's go for both. Get them both out.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what fight I would like to see?
That'd be a good mixed doubles.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Actually, good mixed doubles.
That would be great. That would be a great.
That'll break the internet. That'll break the internet.
Man, listen, that would break the karate world.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, that would. Yeah, that.
Yeah, big Captain.
Oh man, let's do it.
You definitely gotta get a GoFundMe for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
GoFundMe, Cash
App, Zelle,
whatever y'all got.
Whatever you got. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Alex Denman. You said we want to see Alex Denman come out of retirement, right? Him and Yaskar. They got something.
Yeah, him
finish,
and
right?
Yaskar. There you go. That's what we want to see. We want to see Dingman versus Yaskar.
Yeah, that's the grudge match. I have a feeling somebody get disqualified in that match. No purse.
No purse.
Yeah, he rolling his eyes. I'm just saying, Alex. We just saying, Alex. We just saying. I'm trying to think of who else. Chris, who else would you want to see in
Yo, so what y'all think about Tyson and Latona?
Can't wait.
Listen, that was gonna be fire.
I can't wait. I think that's gonna go crazy. Like, yeah, put the poll up again. Put the poll up again and see who's gonna win, and see just blow it just so it can get buzz around it.
Yeah.
That would be good too. Mike said Morgan and Avery versus Katana and Cam. That would be good also.
People been hitting me up with that too.
Yeah. Oh.
Jesse, please follow the rule.
Have a falling rule for that fight.
What fight is that?
What's that?
You talking about Alex and Yaskar?
Oh no, they talking about Latona probably.
Oh,
yeah.
Jason. Yeah. Well, you can't fall too much.
Nah, you lose the point.
That cage, it's not gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think that's going to be the difference in the fight right off the bat. is that he likes to go back and having that ring barrier there. I'm kind of interested in how he's going to deal with that.
Yeah,
because I know Tyson's going to bring the pressure, so I'm kind of curious to see how he deals with not running into the cage.
I wouldn't mind seeing Enrique in there.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind seeing Enrique versus Tyreek or Enrique versus Bailey.
Correct.
If it happens, it happens. But I'm just saying.
Right. I believe
we don't know what's gonna happen, but the brother's coming. So
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, well, you're gonna be there. I can't see you not showing up for your brother. Your little brother's fighting. Let's see. But you should call
maybe a rematch between Jeremy Roquet and Yoskar.
That would be good.
I've been calling for that one.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, you have, Trav.
Mike Simmons.
I'm Carlos.
Los. I corrected.
Mike Simmons hit me up. He said he wanted Jeremy.
Really? He called Jeremy out, huh?
All
right. Well, that happened.
Gerald, what's up?
I spoke to Gerald. Gerald was like, that's interesting, but I'm good.
Yeah, that would be dope. But if you get him up there, that'd be interesting. Ooh. Can we get James Poore and VFT, please?
Man, James was supposed to be on 9, man. He lost routine. But he's he got a new endeavor, man. He's moving to Florida. He's gonna be out there teaching with Abid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
yeah,
you know, when he was here, he was going in, he was training, but the plan was VFT 9, but you know, we lost a little steam on that.
I'm trying to think, is there anybody else I would like to see? No, not really. Well, no, it is. It's one person from overseas.
Listen, man, we're gonna bust it open. We got the big mate out in London.
Yeah. I was saying, like, that's what I'm about to go to. I was like, yo, this somebody overseas I want to see.
We got some team stuff. I definitely want to bring some of them girls, man. I like them. I work with them on the 7 seminars.
The seminars. Yeah.
And those girls is real cool and they work hard. So I can't wait to get them active, and a lot of them is nice.
So let me ask this: is there any plans of going somewhere else like you did with Texas?
Yeah, I spoke to Chris. About coming down to the A.
Where?
Big spot.
Do it at Wembley Stadium.
Where?
Wembley Stadium. Let's pack out Wembley Stadium, people.
Listen, man, if we could shut it down and we have some big fights and everybody be like, yo, I'm coming. That would be crazy. We could do it.
How about we do it on the beach in Cali?
I got to talk to Mike P about that.
Let's do it on the beach in Cali.
Mike to California. I got to check in.
They tried doing a tournament. You know what? It's funny over here. You got to do it later in the year because you think right now it's nice. It's been like 60, 70 degrees here at the beach. You know, so it's like later on, like August, September, when you know it starts getting cold elsewhere. Then it's the best time, and the wind. But you know what? I was thinking, like, you know, where you get a lot of fans and a lot of people, where I think you'd have an audience is like those Central America type places. I mean, because you know, I think they love the sport. Not that we don't love the sport, but I remember going over there. And just a lot more people watching fighting or watching like certain people fight. You know what I mean? They gather around. And I think for audience wise, I think that would be pretty cool. Plus they got a lot of great fighters down there. A lot of fast.
Here, I think we are kind of like my uncle was saying, like we are participation. We always wonder about ourselves. We come to the event and worry about our own event and not necessarily watch and support like that. But other places like, down, like you said, down in Central America, they'll sit there and watch it and be like, yo, no, this is, so we're going to cheer on and stuff like that. So
it's a different vibe, man. Like you go out there, they want autographs, you know, like I remember me, Jody, Raymond, we was in Venezuela. We had to have security to warm up. You know, they just kept wanting to sign autographs and we trying to get ready to fight. It's like a little fanatic, like they real fans. So you more appreciate it, man. Then you come.
It's love. It's love. That's the way I look at it.
It is. It's 100% love.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
love.
So that's definitely not a bad idea. If we have the right people fighting, because they will come out and support, but you got to drop your prices.
True.
And then you're not gonna get the people from here traveling out there either.
No, but if you get some of the fighters here to go down there and have that experience of being the bad guy, that's one of the things I would really liked about when we go to different places. I liked being the bad guy. I like going to Chicago, everybody's cheering against me, or go to Ohio, everybody's cheering against me. I love that. Like, yo, yeah, bring it on. Let me be the bad guy.
Yeah.
So
I know Mike P loved coming to New York and taking one.
Yeah, listen, ask Johnny about the time I was at the Irish Open in the Open Finals, and I had some kid heckling me when I was fighting these gay guys, and I was like turning around scoring. I don't know why I was just giving this kid the face, but I mean he just kept talking crap. How they let like some little 12-year-old try to heckle me while I'm fighting? But hey, I love it. You're right, I love it.
Yeah, I used to love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's nothing like that, man. You see what your boy just did to the Knicks.
Trey, did he just mess him up? I didn't watch the end of the game.
Not today, but
Oh no, that's right. They play tomorrow.
The last couple other days, I was like, oh man.
Yeah. Well, y'all shouldn't have spit on him.
They crazy.
But no, it was crazy. Like somebody ran on to the field to try and fight a baseball player today. Like, no, the fans have lost their mind. They've been packed inside the pandemic. Now they are just nutting up and going crazy. Like they just have lost it.
They threw a bottle at Kyrie.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
they on the the logo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He walked over and stepped on it. But all right. Well, we got anything else? Let you guys have the rest of your evening.
What about that Brandon and Brian fight? Like,
and we completely didn't talk about that one.
Yeah, just I knew it happened. I just wasn't sure. Was there a conversation? I didn't see it, so I wanted to kind of hear what you guys had to say about it. I picked Brandon, so I just wonder how that went.
That was a
Brandon.
good fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Brian ran out of gas.
I'm really interested in seeing him back to form, because for only coming back a couple times, I mean he looked really good. That fight was he tied it up right there at the end actually, but it was all about spurts, and he, like you said, ran out of gas and just couldn't keep coming forward, and Brandon just kept the gas, pedal to the gas, and he ended up taking it away.
Brandon got a lead, and every time Brian would close it and tie it, Brian would like let off the gas. He would just kind of like, all right, go back to the line and kind of bounce. He wouldn't capitalize on the tying. He didn't. And then Brandon would run off 2 or 3 points and take the lead back again. And
he stayed on that line.
Yeah.
When Brian started doing this,
Brian started dancing.
When he started doing this, he's got that pep. He started scoring, and then he went right back to the line, like Travis said.
You just stand there.
And Brandon is coming.
Right.
He's coming.
And Brian, I don't like I talked about on the pod. I don't like Brian's defensive
back fist.
But this is
Travis said, like his defense.
Yeah, I don't like his defense. Like his defensive move is the step back fist, right? And his reverse punch, he doesn't really turn over, so it's just like this. So it's just like, okay, and then he doesn't really have a defensive sidekick. So his defense is all based off of him being able to jump back and catch you with the back fist. And if you can't do that,
it was like groundhog this time. Like he ain't have no lift.
Yeah, and it was sometimes where he just threw his arm out. It was just like, and Brandon's full force coming through it. It doesn't really look like anything. Like, yeah, it's a tap, but he came through and hit you with an actual. You were playing touch, and he was not playing touch. He was hitting.
So Brian didn't kick towards his head at all?
He really didn't kick that much.
Not much.
He didn't kick that much.
Gimmicks in the cage. You can't step out of bounds and fake this and fake that. You just got to keep fighting. So it kind of brings you right back to the center. You got to get off the line, and Brian never got off the line. He just stayed there. Sometimes in your mind, you feel like you could beat the person to the punch, But when you're tired,
see, I think that's the biggest problem though, is you take away one of your greatest attributes in your weapons to try to match somebody in what they already do.
right.
Like you can't do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if this is, and I didn't, if that was one of his strong points that he had as an advantage possibly for him, he should have used that a little bit more instead of trying to beat Brandon at Brandon's strength.
Well, I thought that Brian at the beginning of the fight, he threw him off because he was blitzing and not kicking.
Right.
But he never, at that point, he never switched it.
There's got to be the shift
kicking
back
because Brandon,
because that's your tool.
Yeah, Brandon had started to adjust to Brian's blitzing, and so at that point, that's when you start working your legs in. But he never worked his legs into it.
No, man. I think his legs was gone.
And not in the first round. He still wasn't kicking.
Not in the first round. But if you look at, like, he started reaching at one point and wasn't even taking off. He started reaching. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, them legs is gone.
When you reaching and your body's not moving, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. You even got. I can already picture what that looked like. That's not happening.
Yeah,
but
that's exactly what it looked like too.
Yo, Los, with all of that, it was still a winnable fight for him.
Yeah. I saw the score. So, like, when you see the score, like, and then I hear that he didn't do anything I had anticipate him being able to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's like, wow, okay, well,
yeah.
I had Brandon winning because I thought Brandon win, but I was curious as to how Brandon was gonna have to deal with Brian's kicking ability. You know what I mean? And the length that he has within his legs, and how he's gonna adjust to that. And if he didn't really use his legs really at all like that, it put Brandon a better chance of being a win. Like I said, I had Brandon winning, but I would have been curious to see how that worked out.
I think Brian is like, he's a workout junkie, and getting older, like at 35, I don't think he rests his body enough. You know, you got to start pacing yourself and recovering a little more. So I think he might have, like, over exhausted his body too. You know,
Mike P, what you was about to say, Mike P?
No, I was just gonna say he would get up and then he would just, like I said, just take a break. But at least if you're gonna take a break, I would have liked to seen him at least use the ring and kind of maintain distance and do something to kind of at least get that win back. But like you said, I think his legs were shot. I mean, he is a bigger guy to move around, so you get tired a lot faster. But it seemed like I said, he would get up and then he would take breaks, and Brandon would just take advantage. Boom, boom, boom. Get that score back, maybe get up one. And then Brian would be like, all right, let's go 2-3 points in a row. Take a break. Brandon would bring it right. That's pretty much how the fight went, I thought, the whole time until the end, you know?
Young legs.
So, yeah. So, pretty much. But, hey, I was happy to see at least the respectful kind of joust. Before that, kind of got a little bit of excitement, you know, just both talking smack, and it was respectful. It wasn't, you know, so bad.
Fun, respectful, you know, so good.
Yeah, we don't have enough of that anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody's afraid not to talk or whatever, to say what they need to say, I guess. I don't know how to do my talking. I'm like, all right.
It wasn't even spoken. It was just like, I'm not talking to you, or you know, it was just like,
I'm not going.
Just the look, the side eye.
I don't know when me and Mike P started talking, honestly.
I don't either, man. Maybe I think it was after we stopped fighting.
Exactly. And it's over with, yes.
Like
we're not fighting anymore.
Like not talking, you know, ish. You know, because we were talking, but it was probably like ish. You know what I mean? Pretty much. So,
and then, you know, you walk in a building, Mike P there, that just sends like electricity through my body. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those. Like, I ain't talking to you. I see you in the match.
Yeah,
I've only said 5 words to Trevor ever in life.
No, it's funny because I think people can feel the energy between certain people, because I think that's also what draws the crowd, when you know people got this, and I don't want to say animosity, but like some kind of competitiveness against each other, and they love fighting each other because they bring the best out of each other. It just draws people to it because people can't wait to see that as well. So
absolutely.
Go ahead.
That was good stuff.
Right.
I see Raymond commented on Jamal's move.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think it's on Instagram.
He's like, is that a grounded 360 off the cage? Yeah, I saw that.
Hilarious.
I was like, yeah, man, I need to run with that.
Hey, Jamal looked pretty good though, and he fought very smart. And I think he surprised Romani by coming forward. He surprised me. I didn't expect him to come forward as much. He's a big counter fighter. He likes to wait, and I also think when he did. Go ahead. Sorry. No, I was going to say
so Jamal was aggressive. He was going forward in the fight.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was scoring with some blitzes, lots of blitzes. But also, I think that when he was countering, even if he wasn't scoring, I think he was trying to hit hard because it seemed like Romani was a little bit not so offensive, not as aggressive as I was anticipating him to be. So I don't know if maybe he got hit with something that he didn't want to come forward, but he seemed very timid and tentative and not as aggressive as I expected him to be.
Hold on, Mike. Chris has got a smirk on his face. So I want to hear kind of what Chris's response is to that. What you got to say, Chris? Go on, Chris. You got this look, Chris. Like, you just got this look. I was
smiling. I was happy to see Jamal back in form. I didn't really see any like real hard or effective shots. I mean, I just think it was like he had once he kind of found his rhythm and his timing when he needed to go back or when he needed to take off with the body punch or when he could step in with the back fist. Once that happened, I saw it looked like Romani kind of was like, dang, now I don't know what to do. And I think that was more of the shift rather than anything like getting hit. But Jamal was trying to throw those D sides real hard.
But that's how Romani was scoring was with blitzes. I don't think anything defensive, I don't think really.
Yeah, I don't think he was throwing too many kicks.
I think Jamal, I think he did surprise him with his timing because, he had his rhythm, he had his timing. In between rounds, Jamal was like this, like getting the crowd, like get lines.
Yeah, he had all the people from Cali there.
Exactly, he's got the dumbbell people behind him.
That's 100%.
His swagger, man, he had a swagger going, and I was like, wow, look at him go. So he was very happy, though.
Good.
Just being in there. Jamal hit me up for this to fight.
Well, I think the loss that he had to Brandon fueled him.
He's like, yo, how can I get on this?
Yeah.
Like, oh, just ask.
Like that. That. Don't worry about it.
You got it.
I'll find somebody for you to fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you feel that Jamal's experience played a role in the outcome of the fight with Romani as well?
I think
100%.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
Like he didn't panic. Like I told you, he was one time squared up with him, like ready to go left or right. That's the veteran move.
Yeah.
That's
Jamal.
He had better. That was Jamal being Jamal.
He had better control of the space. Like he knew when he was in striking distance, when he wasn't. And as a young fighter, you're thinking like, I'm more talented than you, I'm faster than you, I'm longer than you, I can get whatever I want. And that's where Romani's head was. Jamal was like, okay, yeah, you're faster and you're strong. I mean, you're faster and you're longer, but I can hit you. I know.
I may look like I'm close enough where you can hit me, but you really can't.
Right. And I know I'm close enough that you don't think I'm fast enough to close that gap to hit you. And I can do it. And it's like, bang, bang. It's like, oh, I've done it 3 times in a row. And you can't stop it.
I noticed this too. I noticed Jamal chipping away at a little bit of clock also.
Yep.
And I was shocked that Romani wasn't more aggressive. You know how you like maybe
he was timid. He was timid for sure.
Yeah, it's like 10 seconds left, and Jamal would play the outskirt and just kind of like almost start bowing at the second to last second. And Romani let him. So I was like,
That's one thing I can say since I've watched it. You don't really see people really understanding the time in the ring either. Like, it is a go pace, which is great. But like you said, like you either giving up a point or getting a point. It's kind of going back and forth a lot. Like, you know what I mean? As opposed to I'm up 4 or 5. I may not have to press, but I do have to move a little bit, maybe catch you as you're trying to catch me type of thing. Yeah. You don't see a lot of that gamemanship in the actual ring.
Jamal was able to control the pace, and that's why I think he never got tired. And that's why I was surprised Romani didn't pressure him more. But Jamal also did a good job utilizing the ring and kind of chewing away at the clock. And he never got tired. And I think that's why he was so comfortable and relaxed the whole fight.
Yeah. He actually, you know what? Not that you say that. Yeah, he didn't. He didn't like he got tired at all.
Yeah, I think he made Romani kind of respect him and that he can actually hit him. So that really because you probably underestimated him, especially if you watch the Pro Point fight.
Yeah,
Right.
He wasn't pulling the trigger or whatever, things of that nature. So
he probably was like, "Oh, I saw what my boy did to you. I'm about to do the same."
Yeah. I was impressed by him exploding out with the back fist and taking off, getting a couple in a row. I was like, wow, okay. So I think that made Romani respect him a little bit more than he should have.
All right, fellas, it's been fun chatting. We're about 50 minutes, and yeah.
All right, so look, we gotta look out for VFT 9. We got Avery House. Okay.
Who was he fighting again? You mentioned it earlier, right?
That this week. We're gonna release that this week. Good try.
I tried. You're right. I tried.
We got Tyson Ray versus Jason Latona.
Ooh.
All right, we got Bailey in the building.
Mm.
All right, we got Tyreek in the building. They're not fighting each other. And more to come.
He said there might be a brother in the building.
I ain't say that. Travis said that would be a good idea.
I'll say this. I know you didn't. I know you didn't not try. Say it that way.
Right.
Like you might ask a question. We'll talk about it. We'll see. Well, maybe we'll see. But
hey, if you want to see Morgan fight, show us some love. Tag her in this and ask her who she wants to smoke with, or ask who you think you could fight. I almost said so.
Yeah.
What's up, Barry?
Hit me up if you want the Morgan smoke. I don't know if Morgan wants it, but she does want it. So she's the champ.
Been in the house for over a year. She wants to punch and kick somebody.
Exactly.
She wants to punch and kick somebody. She's been in the house for over a year, so I think she's ready to kick and punch somebody. So we'll see.
We got that out
now. What's gonna get her to come out? I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Fair enough. All
right. Got anything else, guys?
We
enjoy chatting.
The Virtual Fight.
Yeah, exactly.
We are, as always.
Sponsored by the Virtual Fight Tour. Coming up Saturday, June 26th at 6 p.m. Make sure you watch Virtual Fight Tour 9. Jesse, Avery's going to be on there, correct?
Yes, sir.
Bailey Murphy's going to be on there, correct?
Yes, sir.
Tyreek's going to be on there, huh?
Yes, sir.
Jason Latona versus Tyson Ray is going to be on there.
Yes, sir.
And Enrique Latona is going to be on there, right? Anyway, all right. We'll see y'all later, people. Make sure y'all tune in to Fist Kicks and Flicks in the morning. Make sure y'all tune into Inside Scoop on Wednesday live. And
yeah. That's it.
Oh, for the people who were telling me about Raw should be up now. I mean, for some reason they said it didn't publish, but it should be up. I'm gonna check the sharing again.
Quick question: does Willie and Regina have a show coming up?
They just came out. They just came out with their new
episode.
They just dropped. So it's up now. Let me make sure it's definitely on. Let me see.
Because I want to catch that.
Yes, it is on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Mimi and Lump is on YouTube right now. I got to check the other DSPs, but for some reason they were gone for so long. I guess they just not on here anymore right now, so I got to reconnect them. But
awesome.
All right. Anything else? Cool. See y'all later, people. Peace.
Peace.